Okay, y'all, good morning, good morning. Sunday morning, me and Francisco going over here to this job. And yeah, he's pulling it, he's in the other truck so he can go hit a yard. We got a lot going on, and this is gonna be the first time Francisco's driven the other truck, so I gotta but he's driven trucks many times, so we'll get started about 8:30, and yeah, I'm gonna have Francisco follow me over to the mowing job that we got, and so then he'll know when I send, so then I can send him to the mowing job when things start getting lightening up over there, right? So but Francisco's gonna make more money today than normal, so yeah, so I need to make sure that we get as much done as we possibly can. And basically my thinking is that the yard that Francisco does today is going to cover the fuel. I really ain't got a whole lot to talk about this morning, man. I'm just thinking about everything that we got to do over here, and there's a lot to do. I'm hoping that we'll have time to do that yard, but as soon as I don't bring a mower out here, then we'll have time. And I just want to make sure that we can do all that we can do. So having the other rig with me is important. But Francisco's gonna be helping do everything over here, and he's a pretty smart dude, so he'll kind of, I don't know, he just kind of knows what to do, man. I mean, I don't know how to explain it on different stuff other than just the lawn maintenance. Matter of fact, he knows more about other stuff than he does the lawn maintenance, so it's a lot easier for him to, like, he's gonna help. We need to do things in order, so I'm gonna need and do the pad and then push trees over. The trees got to go first, so yeah. And then once the trees go in the area that we're gonna be working in, then I can start bringing then I can start tearing up that stuff. But first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna show Francisco what yard I'm gonna want him to do, so when he pulls off, he knows exactly where he's going. And it's right down the road. I'm not putting him in a scenario where he can't win. It's right down the road from where we are working at. So, but we need to knock that one out. It's a solid hour yard. You know, it's a big one, but there's not a lot of weed eating, and I think Francisco can handle it. Well, he's not going to be rushed for time. So if he can take care of that, then come back to where we're at, you know, so yeah. I mean, I'm thinking about a lot of different stuff right now, thinking that I got everything. Whenever I get to jobs like this where there's a whole lot of moving parts, and you know, we can't waste time. The owner, not the big job we're doing, but the lawn, that owner, she was texting me earlier this morning. Said I texted her last night. I said, okay, we'll be over there around 8:39. And then she said, was there any way you can come later than that? You know, she texted me that this morning when I woke up. There was a text. So I'm just going to show Francisco the job, and then he can come back to the Bobcat job with me real quick, and we can get to a certain point to where I can say, okay, go on and do that yard and then go home, or whatever, you know, whatever. So Yeah, move it on the other side of the driveway. Okay, y'all, so we're working on this little pad here. It ain't got to be perfect. It's gonna have a cover on it, and we didn't, you know, shoot the grade or nothing like that. We just eyeballing it. So we had to build it up a lot there, but this is gonna work out pretty freaking good. It looks like it's a little bit high right there, but you got to kind of wait until the packer goes across everything. You almost need a rake in there. The gravel's going to go on top of this. Francisco's doing a great job, man. See, he kind of knows, he knows what to do. Okay, y'all, so I didn't get hardly no footage over here, but it's at the same property. Well, I just had there's so many moving parts to this one. I had to push over about 5 or 6 trees, and well, I just, you know, the whole family's out there and everything. I just didn't want to pull the camera out. So, and you know, the business comes before videos, you know. I mean, I got a little bit of footage, but it wasn't anything real, you know. I did the power rake the driveway, went up and down it probably 30 times. We made the pad that he wants for the, and I'll get some video of it in the morning. I got to come back over here in the morning with the gravel to meet the gravel truck. So, $2,400 today. It's 4/11. Yeah, y'all, 2,400. Yeah, oh, 2,400 plus 200 for the yard that Francisco went and did. That clock ain't wrong. Whop! And they're working, the homeowners are out here working, they're working just as hard, man. He did all the support work. Francisco helped good too over here. But I gotta come back in the morning, all bullshit aside, I gotta come back in the morning. It's not really gonna be in any heavy work or nothing. I'm gonna push the pile of debris on down through the woods, you know, while I'm kind of just hanging out waiting on the truck, the gravel truck. There's 2 gravel trucks coming, so I'll be over here, you know, probably a couple hours in the morning. That's it. But he's got 2 trucks coming, so I don't know how far apart they're gonna be from each other, but I may have to send. I ain't sure exactly how I'm gonna do the schedule tomorrow. Probably what I'll do, man, is just put Francisco with Zach in the morning, and they can just go do the normal Monday route. They probably won't get as, well, I know for a fact they won't get as much done, but they can get enough done to justify everything, and we won't be losing no money or nothing. Because there ain't no sense in working Sunday and Saturday and blah blah blah. Yesterday I made about 500, and then today 2,400 plus 200 on the yard that Francisco did. So it's a good, I mean, it's a good day, and it's 4 o'clock, 4:15. And I hadn't even left yet. And they bought me lunch too. Yeah, they bought me that Sammy, y'all. That damn, that Jersey Mike's Philly cheesesteak, that steak Sammy. Yeah. What else I got for y'all, man? I really ain't got a whole lot, man. So, you know, there's still some more cost in this job than what I've spent. I mean, I haven't had to spend anything. The yard over there is going to cover the labor for Francisco. I have, you know, $50 or $60 in fuel. Oh, did y'all know my Bobcat's paid for? Yeah, because I don't play with my money. I'm smart with my money. So, oh, the power rake, oh, that's paid for too, because I'm smart with my money. You know, I don't get money and go on vacation and shit. I get money and buy more equipment. So, I could do a job like this. Yeah, I can make $2,400 in 7 or 8 hours. I'm okay with that. I can live with that. You know, but you always got to look at, what I always got to look at is what it costs me to do it. And since I incorporated that yard over there, every dollar from this job right here is just for me and the machine, and no labor involved. I'm not having to pay any labor. So, because of the fact that, and I could have came over here, you know, without Francisco, but I didn't want to do that, man. You know, because, well, I want to keep him busy. I want him to work. I want him to get, you know, and he'll make a couple $100 today. Not because of me, but because of the homeowner. So as long as he got that job done over there, then that'll be the money that he makes today. And Francisco busted his ass too, you know. You know, the job wasn't that hard because, well, I'm not gonna let you work that hard, but you can't stand around on your phone. You know, Francisco, he's like me. He don't ever pull his phone out, playing with his phone while the machine is all running all around him. Trees are falling here and there, and you know. No, Francisco ain't with all that. But yeah, he'll make well, he'll get $200 today, cash. I got it in my pocket. And so and I love the way Francisco figured it all out, because he's like, okay, why don't I finish doing this right here so he can think for himself a little bit, and I don't have to make every decision for him. I like that. He said, well, so I was like, well, go on and, you know, after we ate lunch, I said, go on and do that yard, and then come back over here and help me wrap up. And he's like, well, why don't I go on and do what I'm doing, what I was doing, and then go do that yard, and then go home from there. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. Because he was in the middle of doing a job there, you know. He was running the temper thing. But Francisco didn't pull his phone out one time all day. Never does. I like that, man. I like for guys to be thinking about what they're doing, not thinking about what the girl or, you know, all whatever is doing. But the only thing that matters out here while we're working is getting the work done. That's the only thing that matters. Everything else is just noise when we're out here working, you know. And if you think about what you're doing, you ain't see some guys come out here and they work hard, man. I ain't gonna lie. Bo's a prime example. He work hard, bust his ass, but he ain't working smart. And so, you know, if you ain't working smart, working hard, well, you working hard for nothing, because somebody's working smart and ain't got to work that hard, and they'll get more done, and they won't be as tired. That's how Bo was. But Bo will bust his ass. And I've had other guys come out here and they work hard, man. Don't get me wrong, but they do it. But they ain't working smart. And when you don't work smart, working hard is really negated. Really, I mean, it's not. I mean, some jobs are just simply hard. There's no other way around it. But from the things that I take on and the things that I do, even with the Bobcat, ain't none of that shit hard, man. None of it's hard. Because the Bobcat's gonna do everything. I'm gonna make sure it does. I'm not gonna let a guy drag branches through the woods when the Bobcat's sitting there, or anything like that. So that's how I think, man. But that's my buddy over there. You know, it's good money, but you know, the scope of what we did was, he would have, I mean, I don't know what somebody else would have charged to do all the stuff that we did, but everything went so smoothly that, you know, it was hard for me to really, you know, I mean, it wasn't hard at all for me or the machine. Like, you know, I'm good. But now I got to go home and I got to figure out how I'm going to do the schedules. I got to be back over there tomorrow for that truck. And so I think the best thing to do is just put Francisco and Zach in the same truck, you know, and let them do Monday's route. So then I don't have to worry about nothing, you know. Because if I bring Francisco over to this job, well, for what? The only thing I'm going to be doing is waiting around on the damn thing. I might as well put him with Zach and let them go do the the Big Boy Monday route. It's a big route. And if they don't get done, that's cool. But I can go home and I can pick and choose which ones I want them to do. So when Tuesday rolls around, I know that we can shoot out and do, you know, whatever ones they don't do tomorrow. We're going to get the ones that's farthest away. That's for sure. And they're going to be going up to Noonan and doing all them in Noonan, coming back down 29 the other side and doing all them over there on 29. Probably about 9 or 10 yards, man. Something like that. Maybe 10 or 11, but they'll be in one truck. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. And Francisco will probably just be the ground guy, but Francisco hasn't been to a lot of the jobs that Zach goes to. So, yeah. We really need to get done with tomorrow's work tomorrow. We really do. So, when I get home, I'll sit down, and another thing that, you know, the owner has to do, unless he's got office staff, and I don't, I am the office staff, is I got to put the schedule together for the week. Yeah, the week. Not today, not tomorrow, but for the whole week. Oh, shit. And when you have to do it for the week, you got to be, you know, all that there. So, but there's one right there that I could do. I'll wait on the first truck to come, and when the first truck comes, then I'll know how long it's going to take for the second one to get there. But I need to have a mower out there with me, man, just in case. I mean, you know. And so, gonna be a lot of, I don't know, man, I'm gonna have to make a trip to go pick up the machine. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it yet, y'all. Let me get home and put together the schedule. So I might be able to see a way where I ain't gotta do no yards tomorrow. They can. So, but Francisco did one of the big ones today by itself, and the lady texted me and said, "Yard looks great, Ray. Check's in the mail." Or yeah, I think she's Zelle. So yeah, so just got home. So I'm gonna put Francisco with Zach. See, my job's never done, man. I got to change the blades on the Skag mower, man. They're toast. I got to take the Exmark off of that trailer. I got to put the push mower on that trailer, the Skag on that trailer. Got to make sure there's fuel in the Skag. Because Zach's going to be running the mower tomorrow. Francisco's going to be the weed eater guy tomorrow. I'd rather Zach run the mowers over there on the jobs because he's been doing them for so long. He knows the properties. So I don't see how I'm going to be able to pull away and help them though. Not on the meat of the route up in Noonan, because I won't be able to pull that away that far. And then there's one about a mile from there that I can do over by the bamboo site. So you gotta be thinking about what you're doing, man, because I you know, if I'm over there till 12 o'clock fucking with them trucks, I'm probably not gonna be helping them do no grass. But these companies, they do it two ways. Either they'll send one truck and then another truck right behind it, or they'll send the same driver out there twice. I never know which way they're gonna do it. So, but as long as I know Francisco and Zach are getting the yards done, then all the chaotic stuff that's going on that I gotta wait on and blah 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 blah. What trailer should I take a lawn trailer out tomorrow and leave this trailer here? You know, that kind of thing. So I did not want to leave my trailer anywhere. I don't like leaving this big trailer nowhere, and there's really no place to park it over there except for on the road. And it'd probably be fine, but as soon as it ain't, then it ain't. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to dedicate the day to that, you know, I'm just gonna have to dedicate part of the day tomorrow to driving to go back and forth to get the trailer. Because once I get done with the Bobcat over there, I don't have to load the Bobcat up and leave with it. It can sit over there. Hell, it can sit over there to the next day or two if needed. But I'm not gonna want to do that. I got another job I can do with it. So, but see, I got a job right in between my house and there. I got two jobs between here, my house and there, that I could do with it. We got a cleanup we're gonna be doing over at one of my commercial accounts. And the bamboo site, I can always go over there and run the brush cutter. That's something I'm invoicing, it's an ongoing invoice. Because there's a lot to brush cut over there. I brush cut probably half of it the other day. I'm gonna go up in the woods and stuff like that, and sucks to be raised sometimes, but $2,400. Make you never want to get on another lawnmower. And it's easier, y'all. It's actually easier. The Bobcat work is easier than lawn mowing work.
Sorry.
I mean, how can you not? I mean, you're never gonna make, rarely. Yeah, well, I'm putting it like this. I ain't never made $2,400 in 7 hours mowing grass. Not ever. I know there's people that cut 80 yards a day and all that. Well, I'll be honest, I have never, ever made that kind of money in one day mowing grass. So what's the most money you guys have made in a day mowing grass? I'm curious to know. Y'all leave me a comment, man. And I'm talking about mowing grass, lawn maintenance stuff. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about any, mulch or bush trimming or nothing. Just mowing grass and edging and weed eating and blowing. Now, of course, if you got 5 men and 3 trucks, well, I'm talking about you and an outfit about like me. Me and 2 guys in 2 trucks in 7 or 8 hours. I ain't never made that. I ain't never made that kind of money, man, mowing grass. I think the most I've ever done mowing grass, and it was only one time that really stands out to me, and I would remember if there's any more. And keep in mind, it's only me and 2 guys at the most. So in 6 or 7 hours, and we don't take lunch. We go straight through. Today we took lunch because I knew we'd be over there later, and they bought us lunch. So yeah, but at the end of the day, mowing grass is a lot more that can go wrong too. Most I ever made mowing grass probably around 1,500 or 1,600, something like that, and that'll never happen. Usually we cap out at mowing grass with my routes and my density right now. We cap out at about $1,100 or so, something like that. Rarely do we hit $1,300, $1,400, $1,500, and that's just 3 of us. Now, if you got 3 or 4 trucks and you got 10 guys, of course you can hit that every day, no problem. But what is one of the trucks doing? They're not doing 2,400, I bet. Not mowing grass. Let me know in the comments, y'all. I know there's gonna be folks out there that's cutting, 1,000 lawns a day and making $10,000 a day. But what's the most you've ever made mowing grass, y'all? Y'all leave me a comment. Yeah. All right, y'all know what it is. It's din din time. Peace out.